A decade ago, Jonathan Hickman teamed up with artist Esad Ribich to tear down the Marvel Universe and build a brand new multiverse in its place, all within the epic pages of Secret Wars 2015. This modern storyline echoed elements from the original Secret Wars 1984. That earlier series marked the debut of both Battleworld and The Beyonder, and showcased Doctor Doom's first near-successful grab for godlike power. Hickman laid the groundwork for his reimagined tale across his Avengers 2012 and New Avengers 2013 runs, with Time Runs Out serving as a dramatic countdown to the collapse of reality. In a nutshell, the Illuminati, a secretive group representing the minds behind Earth's greatest heroes, discovered a terrifying truth. Universes were colliding in catastrophic incursion events, leaving the multiverse crumbling. The beings responsible were the Beyonders, cosmic entities of unimaginable power, whose actions reduced existence to just two surviving worlds: Earth 616, the main Marvel universe, and the Ultimate Universe, set on a collision course for survival. You can dive into the entire Secret Wars saga and its many companion stories right now through Marvel Unlimited, the go-to digital comics platform. But to help you get started with one of Marvel's most impactful storylines, we're taking a moment to revisit the key highlights from the event. As many feared, the confrontation between the Prime and Ultimate Marvel universes turned out to be catastrophic on both sides in Secret Wars 2015 Issue 1. Amidst the chaos, the Punisher, shown in the bottom two panels, took matters into his own hands, storming the Kingpin's supervillain gathering and checking off a violent wish list while the world burned. Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, and his closest allies knew the final battle was hopeless and scrambled to save their loved ones using a dimensional life raft built to outlast the end of everything. But Reed's greatest heartbreak came not from the loss of worlds, but from seeing his own family slip from safety and vanish into the abyss as the incursion wiped all that remained. The second issue unfolds mostly through the eyes of a new recruit in the Thor Corps, the elite peacekeepers of the newly formed Battleworld, a patchwork planet ruled with an iron will by Doctor Doom. It's possible that Doom drew inspiration from the original Battleworld, first created by the Beyonder all those years ago. But this time, Battleworld wasn't just a battleground, it was the only fragment left of the shattered multiverse. And true to form, Doom couldn't help but place himself at the very top as the all-powerful ruler. That's why the jaw-dropping moment of this issue is the unveiling of God Emperor Doom, standing beside his wife, Susan Von Doom, and their children Franklin and Valeria. For Doom, limitless power wasn't satisfying enough. He had to take what belonged to his oldest rival, his family too. But Doom's grip on godhood started to slip when Thanos and his ruthless cabal showed up on Battleworld, having survived in their own escape vessel. On this strange new world, Sheriff Stephen Strange acted as Doom's right hand and most trusted confidant, one of the rare few who still remembered how life used to be before Doom remade it. When Miles Morales stepped forward and revealed himself in Secret Wars Issue 3, Strange responded with a stunning truth of his own. He had discovered the hero's life raft 8 years earlier. Reed Richards, Black Panther, and the others from Earth 616 were immediately shaken by the distorted reality they had entered. Meanwhile, Thanos and the Cabal wasted no time asserting themselves by launching a full-scale assault on the Thor Corps. Strange explained to the reunited heroes how he and Doom had preserved a fraction of existence from the Beyonder's wrath, before transporting them to the battlefield where Thanos and the Thors clashed. Naturally, all this chaos caught the eye of Doom himself, who arrived shortly afterward in Issue 4. At that point in time, Cyclops from the X-Men had bonded with the Phoenix Force, a power that, at least in theory, should have made him a true match for Doom. But instead, Doom swiftly killed Cyclops and commanded the rest of the survivors to kneel before him. When Strange teleported the group to safety, Doom lashed out at the one person he may have truly cared for, and ended Strange's life. Due to the fallout from Avengers vs. X-Men 2012 and New Avengers 2013, Namor and Black Panther harbored deep resentment toward one another. And yet, by the time Secret Wars Issue 5 arrived, the two longtime enemies found themselves needing to work side by side. Likewise, Doom disclosed that he wasn't acting alone. His partner was none other than Molecule Man, whose vast abilities gave Doom access to the godlike power he'd always craved. Elsewhere, Thanos, displaced and curious, made a startling discovery. The massive Battleworld shield was, in fact, a living being, Ben Grimm, better known as the Thing. Sound far-fetched? It's not. In Secret Wars Issue 6, Peter Parker and Miles Morales tracked down Molecule Man and his hidden sanctuary. And the lonely being was so starved for genuine nourishment that he sincerely appreciated the hamburger Miles had been keeping on him. That small act of kindness would resurface in Secret Wars Issue 9, when Molecule Man remembered the favor and felt indebted to Miles for it. Meanwhile, Doom's hold on power started to break as a mysterious prophet began rallying forces against him. Even Valeria started to question the man she called father, while Black Panther and Namor stumbled upon a powerful cache of weapons, including an Infinity Gauntlet. One of T'Challa's lesser-known titles is the King of the Dead, and in Secret Wars Issue 7, Black Panther lived up to that name by rallying an army of Marvel zombies to fight for him against Doom. In another part of Battleworld, Reed Richards joined forces with his twisted alternate self from the Ultimate Universe, the Maker, in a risky plan to breach Castle Doom and end Doom's grip on reality. Things came to a dramatic peak in Secret Wars Issue 8 when Ben Grimm stormed Castle Doom, only to be met by Franklin Richards and his cosmic enforcer, Galactus. In a heartbreaking turn, Ben couldn't bring himself to harm Franklin, and the child, unable to remember their bond, killed him without mercy. Later in the issue, Thanos, without the power of an Infinity Gauntlet, challenges Doom's godhood. That was a fatal mistake as Doom, in one of Marvel Comics' most memorable moments ever, effortlessly tore the skeleton from his body and left him for dead. The only one with a real shot at victory was Black Panther, who now wielded an Infinity Gauntlet of his own and had Namor and the Undead Legions at his side. Initially, it appeared as if they had the upper hand as T'Challa used the gauntlet to turn Doom solid, and Namor shattered Doom into pieces with his spear. But Doom quickly regrouped and declared that, as gods of heaven, earth, and sky, they finished their battle. T'Challa fought valiantly, but Doom's power was simply overwhelming. Thankfully, Doom realized the fight was just a distraction and immediately left to attend business elsewhere. The distraction that Doom referenced was Reed and Maker reaching the Molecule Man's location. Here, the Maker betrayed Reed and mockingly changed him into a monkey. But Owen wasn't having any of that and instantly flayed the Maker. The true conclusion had to come down to the final confrontation between Reed Richards and Dr. Doom. These two have been clashing for generations, but this time the stakes were nothing less than the fate of the entire multiverse. In a rare moment of honesty, Doom admitted that Reed might have been the better man to save everything. And that was all Molecule Man needed to hear. He transferred his godlike power to Reed, ending Doom's reign then and there. When the dust settled, the Ultimate Universe was no more. But thanks to Miles Morales' simple act of generosity, Molecule Man made sure he and his loved ones were given a fresh start in the new Prime Universe. Even Miles' mother, Rio Morales, who had died before, was brought back to life in this new reality. Reed and Susan Storm reunited with their kids in the Future Foundation as they set out to rebuild the entire multiverse, one world at a time. A new start. A new beautiful beginning created by the hands of the Molecule Man and the extremely powerful Franklin Richards. As for Doom, Reed not only healed his scarred face but offered him a path he'd never truly walked before, the chance to be a hero. What did you think of the Secret Wars 2015 storyline? Do you believe Marvel Studios will do justice to the upcoming Secret Wars film? Let us know what you think in the comments.